I'm working with sorry, pipeline. Josh and I are, he's doing parade, I'm doing this.
What is our access to the parade? Can we get past the barriers or no? I mean, I have his, is it on his email?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, okay. So I can text him? Okay.
That's a pretty white suit you got. Tommy's my
Oh, I know you. Is that you?
yeah.
So awesome.
Yeah, so I know he worked there
He worked here for
3 years.
years,
Yeah.
yes.
I love him.
He is amazing. You'll have to tell him that you met him years ago. Yeah, yeah. He's awesome. And do you know Dylan Buckley? Did he come in?
I've met him. I don't know him.
Okay.
But I know him. He's pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah, Nate's great.
he's awesome. We love to go to you.
He still comes to our cake workers this morning.
He loved it. I'm surprised he got honestly the way he talks about it.
Yeah. It's not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, so he loves doing jobs. No, oh, he's moved.
He just said yes. I know.
Hey, what's up? Good, we're all set. We're just waiting for you to arrive.
No.
So they're coming through the back.
Okay.
We're waiting for you to come through the back.
So I've been here ever since.
Yeah, that was my first station.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, yep, talk to this.
I worked there for 3 or 4 years. Then moved to Louisiana, did sports there, and then became a morning coordinator. And then so, yeah. Out of sports, but I told him I would help them.
Okay. I was just saying, I think I've seen you in like our kind of days like going through like.
Yeah.
Were you here when the Blues in high school?
No, I was already in Louisiana.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So I've seen
y'all can't talk today. Hey.
We're gonna do 15 minutes of Q&A.
Perfect.
All right.
It's your world.
Guys, is this like a full circle moment? This is your hometown. You grew up learning basketball in this city. You both played the local Northside Grizzlies at state title. You played at the street as Razorbacks, rapped well there. And now you're down the street the other direction a little bit, connected to Fort Smith in a lot of ways, winning the title. What does this mean to you to come back home now to celebrate maybe all of these accomplishments on top of what you just accomplished?
I mean, it's a beyond blessing, you know, just to be able to, like you said, make this a full circle moment. A lot of people may know, some may not know that me and Jay Will, we made it to the championship in high school together, and we fell short. So it's kind of cool that we can, you know, kind of one up that with a world championship. I mean, it's truly a blessing. It's one that, you know, you can't take for granted, and being able to come back here, come back home to Fort Smith, and be able to give back to the people that supported us, made us the people we are, the players that we are today. It just makes me so grateful. I feel like I can speak for both of us when I say that, and it's something that we're gonna cherish for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, and like for sure, kind of just to piggyback on what Zay said, like super grateful that we're able to do this. But as a kid that grew up in this area, that drove through downtown, that went to Northside, that's 3 minutes away. Like I think it's bigger than what we have going on. There's kids outside that are growing up in this area. There are people that lived here their whole life and never got to experience things like this. So I think at the end of the day, it's about that. It's about people being able to experience this and doing this with the people that supported us throughout the whole way.
It's not too often that you get not one, but two parades. I mean, it's not 500,000 people like they saw in Oklahoma City, but what's it mean to be, you know, recognized like this, especially in your hometown, but not once but twice with parades?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's super amazing. Of course, as soon as I heard the idea of a parade, I was ready. I was ready to do it, and I think it was amazing to do it in OKC, of course, but it feels better to do it here, just because these are our people. These are the people that we grew up around. You see your Boys and Girls Club coaches. I'm sure our high school coaches are here somewhere, and just being around people that you kind of just been around your whole life, sharing that experience, this opportunity with them, like there's nothing better.
And I got to speak to this woman yesterday who said she worked with the Boys and Girls Club in Fort Smith, and she said she remembers you guys being there. She says that she tells the kids that, you know, Isaiah and Jaylin went here, you guys can be great, they're great, they didn't give up. What does that mean to you to know that? Like, every kid in Fort Smith probably looks up to you guys.
I mean, it just shows how you know connected the community is and how much they look up to people like us. Because like Jay Will said, when we were younger, I mean, all we could dream about is being in a position like this. And now that we can, you know, maybe give a lot of kids hope and, you know, give them a dream to, you know, achieve one day, it's almost like me being back there, being in those boys clubs, having that same dream, having that same vision. And so just knowing that, you know, we got people, you know, each and every year, each and every day looking up to Isaiah Joe and Jaylin Williams, it almost sounds fake, but it's a heartwarming moment, and you know we're gonna continue to try to provide and try to, you know, show the guys and the kids, you know, that live here that anything's possible.
Curious for either one of you, is there something you learned at the last parade in Oklahoma City that you're going to try to do differently today, or is it just have the same amount of fun as last time?
Me personally, I'm gonna have the same amount of fun, but my girlfriend, she bought like 15 handheld fans, so I'm prepared on that side of things. It was so hot at the last parade, and I think it might be hotter today, so that's the one thing that I definitely got better at for this one.
I was gonna say the exact same thing. A lot of people, you know, talking about how fun the parade is gonna be, but being prepared for that heat is impossible. You can't prepare for the heat that's out there. But all you can do is have fun and, you know, enjoy the moment.
Jay Will, are we going to have the same kind of speech you had on stage in Oklahoma City?
We'll see. I'm gonna try to keep it good for the kids this time, but I don't know. When you get some liquid courage in your system, like you never know what's going to be said.
What's that moment going to be like when you guys are out on Garrison there, seeing your hometown there on the street that you guys used to run around?
Oh, it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope just to see the. I mean, I said the same thing about the people in OKC. Just to see how a community, how a city can gather together for one moment. For, I mean, essentially just two regular people who are celebrating the same thing. It just shows that the love and connectivity that this community has is just top notch. And something that will never be regretted, and we're going to cherish, just like I said, for the rest of our lives, and we're going to continue to give back because nobody has to be out there. Nobody has to be supporting us, be it out in the heat, sweating, sitting out there, not knowing what time we're going to pass by. But they do. They do it just for the love, and we appreciate that.
So you guys didn't walk into a championship scenario at Oklahoma City. You got there at the same time by different paths. What's it like to build a winner at that level? And then you're both really young. Are you talking about maybe there's more parades later? Is it too soon to jump the gun on that, or y'all got a plan already to see another one of these soon?
Of course, you always want to win. So for me to say I don't want to win again would be terrible as a competitor. But I feel like our team, our organization has always done great of taking it one game at a time. And I think that literally our coach texted us the other day and was like 0-0 mindset, time to worry about next season and get better. So that's kind of how our whole organization is. And for me and Zay, we did get there at the same time. We experienced not making the playoffs. We experienced losing in the playoffs and then winning in the playoffs. So we kind of experienced a lot of stuff, and I think our team has continued to grow and will continue to get better.
And what does that continuing growth look like for you? Now that you all have won a ring, you've all won the finals, where do you grow from here?
First we have to understand that we're going to have a much bigger target on our backs, but to Jay's point, when Coach texted us, it's like it's a quick turnaround. We got to be able to have that 0-0 mindset and get ready for the next season, because once that season starts, nothing's going to be gifted. Everything has to be earned the same way that it had to be earned this past year, and so nothing in the past is going to carry over. It's going to be a clean slate, and we got to go from there.
Mayor Hall released the new renderings of the Oklahoma City Thunder stadium. I'm sure you guys have seen it this last week. What are your thoughts about the way that looks, and that could be your future home in 30 years?
I haven't really looked at it.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it?
It's actually pretty dope. I've seen a few of the concept pictures, and just the fact that a place is getting a new arena, it just gives you something to look forward to. You want to see it in person. You want to see exactly if it's like what the renders show, what the energy is going to be like there, how many people are going to show up the first night, and things like that. It's exciting. It's exciting, and to know that it's happening in Oklahoma, it gives us something to look forward to. And shoot, when we go out there and play, it makes it all the more fun.
Our heart's supposed to be just as loud, which is important.
Hopefully louder.
Bringing it back to Fort Smith, how did growing up in Fort Smith mold you into the person you are today? And what do you want people to know about your hometown?
For me personally, growing up in Fort Smith, like a lot of my family's from Fort Smith. So I grew up at the gym, watching my brothers, my sister play at Northside. While they were working out, I was on the side just sliding around, not even with a basketball in my hand. So it's kind of just always been that thing for me where it's like a family. Everywhere I go around here is family. I can go to different restaurants, and I've known people my whole life. So growing here has kind of just helped me develop that family orientated mindset where everybody's nice, everybody wants to see you succeed, and it's kind of helped me throughout my basketball career too, just being so cool with my teammates and being able to talk to my teammates. And I think that's what all makes it better with coming back and being able to do these type of things, is just because it's people that I've seen my whole life, and it's people that have seen me playing the Boys and Girls Club or high school, and personally that's how it is for me.
I think the fact that nobody outside of the state of Arkansas can tell you where Fort Smith is, it kept us humble and grounded through the whole journey, and I think that's something that's gotten us to this point. And we wouldn't be those type of people without going through this community, going through the community that's trying to push us through the times that they know that we might not get the best exposure, the best gyms, or whatever it is, the best guidance or whatever it is. But we were good enough to have a good circle with our families, with the coaches that we had, and with the community that pushed us the whole way, and they never wavered. They stayed with us, they trusted us, and they believed in us, and they showed up to all the OKC home games and some of the away games, and so it doesn't go unnoticed.
Jaylin, you just signed a new 3-year extension with Oklahoma City. What does it mean that? Jaylin, what does it mean that? First of all, that was one of the first things Sam Presti did after you guys won. And what does it mean you're going to be here in Oklahoma City or there in Oklahoma City for the next 2 years?
It's a great feeling, just security, security for myself, my family. Being able to provide for my family is a whole different level of security, I guess. But also just being able to know that I'm gonna be in Oklahoma, not worrying about that. Being able to get back to my team. I have dogs waiting on me at home. They don't have to move too far. Just a level of security, being able to go home and be in a place that you're comfortable. Like, I'm super happy that I'm able to be in OKC for another 3 years.
And you guys just had your own days in Oklahoma City. What was that like for you guys? And did you have any like special things going on for you?
Not yet. I don't know. I can't speak for Jay Will. I think he might have had some. I think it just, the mayor there showed a lot of love to, and appreciation to all the players and the coaches for doing that. He you know, the city, the mayor didn't have to do that, and just the fact that we were able to bring a championship, and that just made the world to him. And he went out of his way to give each and every one of us a day out there, and so it just shows how much love is just spread throughout the community there as well.
Yeah, super grateful for it. It's a super cool accomplishment, a super cool feeling to know that, but I didn't do anything for it. I just kind of took it as like a day to like joke with my friends, and they'll send me messages of like fake barbecue that they threw on the grill or stuff like that. So it's just kind of a day that we joked around and just stuff like that.
It was a historical season for OKC, one of the best regular seasons ever, and then y'all continue to make more blowout wins even in the playoffs than any team had ever had before. But both of you guys were in the rotation. You really helped everything. What was that like the further you went along to know we're so close to having a ring here and we're both a big part of it?
I mean, we could definitely feel that we were getting closer to achieving what we wanted to. But I think it just started with like Sam Presti and getting the proper guys there. They've built such a culture there that we got to a certain point and it became from being a vision to like a reality, and we knew that it's there for the taking. And so just going through that season with the group of guys that we had, a tremendous team, everybody was ready at each and every moment. Sometimes you didn't know when your number was going to be called, but when you got out there, you made a difference, and I think that was the biggest thing about our team.
Both of you have camps planned coming up. How much are you looking forward to getting out there and interacting with the kids?
Yeah, I'm super excited. Mine's actually tomorrow, so I'm going straight from here and have to wake up in the morning tomorrow to get to the kids, and it's super exciting. It's super exciting. Kind of when I'm talking to the people that are going to be helping me in my camp, my girlfriend Jenny, my family, I always tell them, I'm like, these kids, I want them to have fun. Like, I remember when I was in elementary school or at a young age, the first thing all the teachers asked was, what was your favorite thing you did when you in the summer? And I want like half of the kids to go back and be like, oh, I went to the Jaylin Williams camp. And that's kind of just it for me. I want them to all have fun. I'm going to have fun. I'm super grateful that I'm able to do it, and it's going to be a fun experience.
I hope they all try to play you one-on-one. You're going to be dehydrated.
I'm already knowing.
When you guys look back on this weekend in 5-10 years from now, what do you hope to remember the most?
Say that one more time.
When you look back on this weekend in a couple of years from now, kind of just going through the memories, what do you hope to remember the most about all the people that showed up and just this weekend in general?
It's gonna be like going to sleep. You know, when you have a dream and it feels like you're going through it every single night, every single time you close your eyes. Hopefully, that when we look back on it, it'll be something that that's stamped and that we can always look back on and cherish. Like, you remember that time we had that parade in Fort Smith? Like, who would ever thought Fort Smith? You know what I mean? And so. Just to be able to have the opportunity to have that thought or even say those type of things, it means a lot because everybody doesn't get this opportunity.
Oklahoma City fans are pretty rare breed. I'm from Oklahoma City myself, so I know they get down. But we're in a different city, we're in a different state. I know it's y'all's hometown. Do you expect the same energy from fans out today?
Shoot, maybe even more.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not going to be as many people, but it may sound like it.
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited. I'm excited to see everybody.
Hey, the last few seconds of the championship game, when did you kind of let yourself start thinking, we're going to be NBA champions?
Honestly, maybe that last, 2 minutes. It was a surreal feeling just celebrating with my teammates on the side. We were talking. I remember when the confetti dropped, I just stood there for a second, just started looking around because you dream of it as a kid. You dream of that moment. I looked up into the crowd to look at my family to see what they were doing, and my dad's just holding his camera phone, just recording. But I kind of just try to live in the moment, try to look at everybody, and it was crazy. It was everything you ever dreamed of and then some.
Yeah, it was definitely when the buzzer went off. That first 2 minutes was just pure excitement and what do we do now? It was so crazy, and then getting to see your family. I think that for me, that's when I got emotional, and not too many things can make some men emotional, and so just being able to to have that moment with them, it meant the world to me.
Two more questions.
Was that the time when you realized that you were like, oh my God, we're NBA champions? Did it come later? Like, when did you all realize that, like, oh wow, we won the finals?
I think like it's still slowly hitting.
Yeah,
like
yeah, for sure.
It's like when different things happen, like this parade today, I'm gonna be on the car or wherever I'm on, and I'm looking like, dang, we won the finals. Like it's just it's little things that just keep happening that keeps reminding me, and like I'm just living in the moment. Honestly, I'm enjoying it as much as I can. That's it for me. Just enjoying it.
I mean, just like he said, I mean, it's kind of easy to see how it'd be hard for a team to turn around the next season from a championship, because like every little thing that you do kind of reminds you of it. And so, like he said, being able to have this parade today, it just helped it set in a little bit more. And so, I don't know if there was ever like a moment where it's just like boom, like oh man, we won. It's just like over time, it just keeps setting in more and more.
Last question.
Jaylin, I think this is the first time we've gotten to talk to you since you got your extension. So kind of, can you talk through what your emotions are of finally getting that, now getting that off your checklist and getting a second contract in the NBA?
Yeah, it's like I was just proud. I was proud of myself. The first thing I did is, as soon as I realized like we agreed on it, I went to the car. I FaceTimed my dad and my brothers. We had a group FaceTime. We were all on there. And I told them, and I think every one of us started tearing up. And it was just like, just a proud feeling of myself that the work that I've done throughout the years, or the injuries I've gone through, or sitting on the bench or playing however long, like it's all finally worked out. And I was just proud of myself, proud of how far I've made it.
All right, that concludes our media portion of this event. And so Rachel's going to take the guys back down. And then if any media,
Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
Thank
cool.
you.
Thank y'all.
Have a good day. Don't burn up out there.
And I'll show you where they're going to post that for